The visage of the headless god is a terror older than memory. In the shadows of antiquity, in the Greek magical practices, a voice cries out to the one who is headless, bornless, mighty and immortal, a being without identity, without a face, without a name, a god stripped of all image whose power lies in absence. Before we tread any further, this is not an endorsement of these dark concepts. This is a revealing of that darkness, so that when you encounter these ideas and symbols, you will know their source and have knowledge and control to prevent them from taking hold of you. This is a look into the mind of an occultist. This is your warning. To behold the headless one is to see the truth that the mask of the self is only a fragile veil, and that beneath it is a force too vast and nameless for the mind to endure. Except for maybe one man, familiar with the exquisite madness required to lay eyes on such a thing. It required a working of intense concentration and discipline, a ritual which was said to bring the nameless one from the abyss that he ironically gave a name to. Aleister Crowley seized upon an ancient spell and gave it new life. He called it the bornless ritual. While Crowley was expanding his knowledge of ancient magical systems, he stumbled upon something that had been discarded over the centuries. Secret knowledge of a demon of the void, or, as he was also known as, the demon of the abyss, Corazon. Corazon was a chaotic entity in occult traditions, mostly Enochian magic, which John Dee and Edward Kelly revived in the 16th century. This being was a significant figure in the writings of the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn and Aleister Crowley's later work. He was the demon of dispersion or chaos, the force of breaking down form and order, also unity into confusion, fragmentation, and was also associated with the abyss, the place of dissolution, where ego or the lower self must be confronted and transcended for union with the divine. Then, in 1909, in the Sahara Desert, Crowley performed the ritual with Victor Nurburg to confront and evoke the demon to conquer chaotic forces. What happened next, according to Crowley, was appropriately terrifying. It manifested through Nurburg and attempted to move out of the protective triangle and deceive Crowley. But Crowley claims to have resisted its chaos, deeming the ritual a success. In occult tradition, Corazon has ever-changing fluid appearances to confuse or terrify onlookers. To these two men, this was no mere incantation, but a weapon of initiation, a blade to sever the head of the ego. Crowley once wrote, "I am the headless spirit, having sight in my feet. I am he, the mighty one, who possesses the immortal fire." The words of the ritual are thunderbolts hurled into the soul. They truly believed that this was a declaration of sovereignty over all spirits, over heaven, earth, and the abyss. But what is this abyss that he spoke of? In this context, the abyss is the gulf between the human and the divine, the chasm that lies between reason and truth, between the false ego and the eternal flame. And the headless god that lies inside of it is both a guide and a terror. Its lack of head, its formlessness, mirrors the fate of the magician who dares the passage. According to the madness of this doctrine, this is the paradox. The terror of annihilation conceals the gift of immortality. To embrace the headless god is to renounce selfhood and to inherit infinity. Another strange facet of this demon's identity emerges from their writings. That of the holy guardian angel, a spark of divine flame that was to guide you across this eternal abyss. The truth of existence is that we only see a small sliver of visible light, and much of what we can perceive through sound is a tiny portion on a grand spectrum of vibrations moving through the cosmos. On the total electromagnetic spectrum, the light that we can actually see, all colors that we perceive, exists between the 380 and 700 nanometers wavelengths. All the frequencies above and below these veils are inaccessible to the human being. Some may even say they're forbidden. There is no exaggeration in saying that there are worlds of being that are far beyond us. But are they meant for us? How do we approach the unknowable? It's my contention that this is what the gods of the pagan and occult traditions are. They are an attempt to make the unknown known, as impossible as that is. It appeals to us in an intimate way, subverting our spiritual and mental defenses. It's a crawling chaos that seeps beneath the door rather than breaking it down. I appreciate you hanging out with me for a bit. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe, share with a friend. Check out some of my other work here